Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 22nd through the 28th. We're going to connect here and see what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the time frame I mentioned, don't you worry your pretty little head, my darlings. You found it exactly whenever you were meant to find it, okay? You were brought here when there was a message here for you. These are general readings. Not every single part of it will apply, but we're going to see what's happening for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. One more shuffle. I feel like we need one more shuffle. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scorpio, I don't know why, how very random. I'm hearing the Milli Vanilli song, Blame It on the Rain. So, I don't know. For me, that's like a sentimental old song. Some of you younger ones are like, who? What? I don't know why. It's giving me a vibe like you're over something and you're letting it go. You're like, I don't care whose fault it was. I don't care why it happened. I am just moving on. Okay, like that's the energy I'm feeling. But we're going to look at the cards and see what's coming up for you. So your first card here is the Hierophant, okay? Major Arcana card. Now, what's really interesting to me is so far this week, we seem to be having a lot of the readings start off with major arcana energy, right? A lot of it can be because we're having a significant moon cycle here with the full moon we had, the new moon we had, both kind of echoed the energy of releasing fears and coming into authenticity. We're also coming out of Mercury retrograde. Not to mention, the whole world is headed towards a massive awakening, right? So we have a lot of major arcana kind of energy right now. So major arcana cards come up when we're coming into a new chapter. We're going through a significant shift. We're going through a period in our life that's going to be really a defining moment. And when the Hierophant card comes up, this is going to be about commitments. This is about commitment, honor, ethics, beliefs, like who you are on a core level. Okay, Scorpio. So in general, Scorpios in general, we don't do small talk very well. We're not really great with like super kind of frivolous or superficial relationships. But you might find now you're getting very even more deeper into, I don't have time for anyone or anything that's not aligned with my values and my beliefs. Okay, not that you're going into a way where like you're fighting with people or exactly you don't have time. You're just kind of like, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing over here, and I'm only gonna surround myself with people that are at this level. And for some reason I'm feeling a strong sense of integrity. Okay, I'm not talking about political beliefs, although I'm sure many of you are dealing with that regardless of whatever your beliefs are. People are really, really getting more, And so for some of you, you're like, look, I don't care where people fall. I don't care if they're on the right. I don't care if they're on the left. I don't care if they're on the middle. What I care is how they are as a person and how they're behaving about their beliefs and how they're treating other people or, being very ethical. Okay, I think ethical is a big thing for you. Integrity, honesty, truth, and just a sense or a feeling of wanting stability, truthfulness, stability, and you're holding people to a higher kind of like more to answer to. You're not letting as much slide. I'm feeling that sense and this feeling here with the Hierophant. Many of you might also be coming into a time where you're hunkering down and making a massive commitment to yourself on something that is very important to you. You may be seeing it as your life's work. And for some of you, I feel that this might be a creative project or creative process, and you've come to the sense where you're like, look, I don't care if this makes me a ton of money. I don't care if I have to continue working a job to pay bills and to support myself. I don't care if this ever makes me quote unquote famous, but I need to put this out there. I need to put this out there because I know there are people who need it. They need to hear it. It's going to help them. It's going to benefit them. So I feel like you're making this commitment to yourself, and you're making this commitment to see something through, not for the glory, not for the money, but for the honor of it, for the meaning of it, and to be of help to others. Okay, so I feel there's some, like I said, you're seeing it as like a life work, something that you're feeling very committed that you're going to do this, you're going to put this out there. Okay, and some of you are getting more clear about your beliefs and what and who you believe God or universe or higher power to be. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Temperance card, another major arcana card. Scorpio, my darlings, get ready for big, 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 big shifts. Big shifts, okay? This is really big energy coming in back to back, because the Hierophant is like on a soul level, right? Your beliefs, your foundation, your principles, your ethics, like where you are coming from, your foundation. And then the Temperance card is another major arcana card that, yes, it is true, this card can indicate a situation here where you have to kind of be patient or give and take, and balancing and working with others, and that can be an aspect. But the Temperance card has a meaning, has a side to it that has to do with not only answering a calling, but stepping into your life path. Okay, stepping into your life path and coming into this energy of, like, you know, now I'm aligned. This is what I'm supposed to do. And remember how I got that blame it on the rain? And you're just like, you're just surrendering it. Like, I don't care. I'm letting it go, right? So many of you are just kind of feeling like, I don't care if people don't understand why I'm doing this. I don't care if I lose friends or family in the process. I am coming from a place of love. What I'm doing is peaceful. I am aiming here to be helpful. I am aiming here to do what comes naturally to me in my gifts, my talents, my abilities, my projects, my expression. You know, I'm coming from a place of love, and I am stepping onto this path. I'm not going to have fear. I'm moving forward. Okay? And so you just kind of have this thing where I'm not going to take blame. I'm not going to accept blame that people try to put on me, and I'm not going to blame other people. I'm not going to move away from this with bitterness, but I'm going to go in the direction I feel led and guided to go in. Okay, there could be, for some of you, you might be walking away from a political party. You might be walking away from a religious affiliation. You may be kind of writing to your religious organization or to your church and saying, I am no longer a member of this organization or church. You may be changing your political party. And I'm just going to answer this right. I don't know why I'm feeling moved to say this, Scorpio, but a lot of people that have been scheduling private readings with me have been asking me this question. And even though it is a personal question, okay, that I don't have to answer. I know I don't have to answer it. People want to know, what are you? Like, are you conservative? Are you liberal? What is your political party? Okay. I really, really, really have a lot of things I don't want to go into about that, but I am registered nonpartisan. Okay, I am registered as a nonpartisan voter. So I'm not somebody who's gonna come into one cause or another. Okay, I'm my thing here, again, what I'm feeling here in the Scorpio energy is truthfulness, right? It's not based on a label, like, because this is the thing with Scorpios. We can be very, very very, very loyal, and sometimes we can be loyal to a fault, and we can really kind of like dig in our heels, and we don't want to walk away from something. And now that you're having this awakening, you're saying, you know what? My identity and the way that I'm doing good in the world is not based on a label. It's not based on my family name, my surname. It's not based on my religious affiliation. It's not based on my political affiliation, right? But to do good in the good of the spirit of good. And so many of you are moving in that direction, in the changes that you're making in your life. And I feel, for whatever reason, many of you Scorpios are feeling led and guided to create I feel like some of you are even putting together some kind of, I don't know if I want to call it a support group, but you're creating a sense of community online for other people who might be dealing with what you've been dealing through, or like talking to one another, or getting each other through these changes, through awakening, through leaving certain situations, through the creative project. I'm hearing collective, collaborative. Many of you are coming into this energy as well. Your next card here is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands can indicate enterprise here. It's very much for me like a card in like business or self-employment, where you're putting something out there, you're launching something, and there's success. People are buying it, people are purchasing it, people are looking into it, and you're able to learn, okay, what went well, what was good, how can I improve upon this? But it has a much deeper meaning. Though for many of you, the Three of Wands is like you're stepping on this path to where you're launching something in which you're trying to make money, and you're saying, okay, this is going well, all right, it's coming in, right? Very, very, very encouraging. It goes deeper than that. And it goes deeper than that in the sense of, this is also about like having your mind opened up, seeing things that you didn't see before. It's very much like having this epiphany, and you have this mental expansion. Your mind has just been expanded. Your mind has been blown, and you can't unsee what you've seen. There's no way to go but forward. You can't give up now. You can't go backwards. Even if you wanted to, it's not possible. You find yourself having to move forward. That's the only way to go, right? The symbolism in this picture, there's little ships here, and he's watching the ships leave, carrying his goods, his merchandise to faraway places to sell them. It's already on the ship. This is back in the old days. He can't just pick up a cell phone and say, hey guys, sorry, changed my mind. I don't want people to see what I put out there. Please cancel it. Don't take my goods to the markets. When you come back to town, bring them with me. Bring them with you, right? Bring them back to me. He can't do it. It's done. He can't take it back. So many of you might even be coming, I'm going to say coming out of the closet, okay? And that can be for some of you in terms of what we traditionally think of, right? Traditionally, we hear coming out of the closet, and this could be somebody coming out in an LGBTQ kind of way, and that could be the case for some of you. But it could be in another way, like it could be about your spirituality for many of you, right? Coming out of the mystic's closet, or the witch's closet, as some people call it. Some of you are just, you're tired of hiding what you've been doing. And you're just coming out and saying, this is me. This is what I do, right? This is who I am. This is what I believe. And so it's just kind of like this, just moving forward, putting yourself out there kind of energy. Your next card here, my dears, is the Five of Wands, okay? So those of you where you are launching something in terms of business or career, you are making significant advancement, but you're making significant advancement, and you're being seen as like a competitor, right? Like you're in the running now. So Five of Wands here can be competition, which means your business, your project is taking off. People are seeing it. People are noticing it. Other people that do what you do, you're catching their attention, and they're like, wait a minute, who's this person over here? And don't be surprised, Scorpio. Some of you might have somebody that is further ahead in the game than you acknowledge you, or say that what you're doing is not good, or what you're doing is not correct. They're doing it because they feel threatened by you, okay? Take it as a compliment. It might be, quote unquote negative attention, but it's a compliment because they feel threatened. So in a work situation, if you're moving up or working very hard, and you're sensing hostility from coworkers or negativity from coworkers, they feel threatened by you because you're doing something right, and they know you're getting positive attention. Don't let it make you bitter. Keep doing what you're doing. For those of you that you are coming out in a very big way, you are going to have people coming in that are going to be basically wanting to know about you. Why are you doing this? Like, just go back to how you were. Go back into hiding, and you're like, I can't hide who I am anymore. So many of you are having some conflicts with this decision, but like I said, I got the feeling where you're not wanting to fight. You're already in the 3 of Wands. You've already moved on. You're like, I'm not going to be mad at you for not understanding this. I'm not going to be bitter at you. I don't wish you any negativity. No, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I'm not going to feel shame about it. I'm just ready to move on. Otherwise, this is a disagreement that will go on and on and on and on forever. Nobody's changing anybody's mind. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Star card, another major arcana card. Very big energies here, Scorpio. Very big energies. The Star card, like I said, you're getting attention. You're getting noticed. Okay? Many of you are, making your mark in a very big way. And even deeper than that, let's forget about attention, right? Because it's not always about attention. It's nice to have the validation, but it's much more important and deeper than that. The Star card follows the Tower. Scorpio, you've had the Tower. You've had many towers. If you're a Scorpio, you probably have had many, many towers, okay? Because Scorpio is all about transformation and rising up through the ashes. And so the Star card follows the Tower card. The Star card is like, you made it through the chaos, you made it through the destruction, and now you are able to rise up above. Okay, you're able to rise up above it, and you have found the way through the darkness. You are a shining light. There's a tremendous sense of healing, and you're showing others the way through whatever it is you're putting out there, through living by example. Even if it's by your you might seem as mundane or average social media presence, right? Even if you're not trying to be an Instagrammer, I said Instagrammer, but I meant to say influencer. Even if you're not trying to be an influencer, right? You're not trying to put yourself out there as like an entrepreneur, coach, or a spiritual guru. Nothing wrong if you are. If you're doing that, keep doing it. I'm not saying it's wrong to do that. But even for those of you who you're not, like, you don't see yourself in that way, and you're not trying to do that, you are creating a positive domino effect just with your existence, just by being, and just by other people seeing you come into your authenticity and seeing the changes that you've gone through. And you're living by example, Scorpio. You're like a little air purifier, just kind of in this little area, clearing the toxic air, right? You're just clearing the air. You're making it lighter, and you're helping others breathe easier in the process. That's my little metaphor here for this, okay? But Scorpio, you're coming into a much higher sense of identity, an identity that is above politics, above religion, above labels, above titles, right? Above relationship status, but really truly feeling, ways in which you're able to put love out there, to bring healing out there, right? You're generating this aura, this essence of peace, okay? And you have no worry or no concern about who wants it or doesn't want it. You're like, whatever you want is fine. That's up to you, right? But this is what I'm putting out there, and I'm putting it out there for the people that need it, for the people that it helps, and I'm not going to feel bad about it, is your attitude, Scorpio. Like, I'm not going to feel like I have to be embarrassed about it. That's the kind of vibe and the energy that I'm getting from you. Some of you have been doing something in terms of a business, or even something in terms of a spiritual path, and maybe you weren't taking it seriously. But there's a lot of shifts that are happening that now you're taking it very seriously. You're realizing how much you impact and influence others just by your day-to-day life, many of you. And you're taking it more seriously, okay? So, really big messages here. I would encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly reading, you can schedule a private reading with me there. If you would like more love information, because this was not a love reading, in case you couldn't tell, this was not a love reading. I do the love reading separately on my channel. So if you're looking for love and romance, check out the love readings linked in the description. New podcast episode will be up soon. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, my darlings.